Hello everyone. This video contains story spoilers for Myst, Mayhem, continuing right after Manhwa chapter 92. Let's begin.
After the chaos in the Shadow Clan, news about the Corpse Blood Valley spread faster than expected. The second disciple, Chang Nunak, had already made his move, trying to use Mok Young-won as his foothold within the clan. But what surprised everyone was that Mok Young-won rejected his offer without hesitation. The Shadow Clan master couldn't understand it. Jang Nunak was not the kind of person who accepted rejection, yet he left quietly. Something didn't add up. He asked his subordinate, Seok-jung, if anything strange had happened. But Seok-jung, still terrified from what Mok Young-won had done earlier, couldn't speak the truth. He simply said, nothing happened. The master didn't buy it, but he let it go, for now. After Seok-jung left, the master ordered new watchers to keep their eyes on Mok Young-won. One of them was his most trusted man, Pyok, an assassin from the Silent Sorrow sect, a man who could hide even from transcendent masters. For 7 days, the Shadow Clan closely observed Mok Young-won's every move, yet every single report looked the same. Wake up, train, eat, meditate, sleep, repeat. He never deviated from that cycle. Too consistent, too perfect. The Shadow Clan master felt uneasy. It was as if Mok Young-won wanted to be watched, as if every action was staged. So he decided to change tactics. He reduced the guards, dismissed the attendants, and secretly sent Pyok to observe him in the shadows. But what the master didn't know was that Pyok was walking straight into Mok Young-won's trap. That night, Pyok moved silently across the rooftops and found Mok Young-won inside his chamber, chanting strange incantations over a man's severed head. Pyok frowned and prepared to strike, but before he could act, Mok Young-won turned around calmly. "You came quickly," he said. Pyok froze. Then he bowed his head and answered, "Yes, master." Because the man standing before him wasn't just Mok Young-won anymore, it was someone who already knew everything. In truth, 3 days earlier, Pyok had been captured and his body had been taken over by demonic monk, the spirit bound to Mok Young-won. Through him, Mok Young-won had already infiltrated the Shadow Clan's inner circle. He examined an old scroll that Pyok had brought, the same one the clan master stared at every night. "What is this he keeps reading?" Mok Young-won asked. Demonic monk replied, "It's written in an ancient script. The master studies it every night for half an hour." Mok Young-won smiled faintly. Interesting. Perhaps it holds the true secret of this clan. Blue Spirit, the ethereal woman who accompanied him, floated nearby smoking her pipe. She looked at the unconscious man on the floor and asked, "And what about him?" The man lying there was a spy, sent by the blind warrior Wei Mongqian from the Five Mountains Alliance. When the spy tried to sneak into Mok Young-won's residence, he was captured and tortured. He was stubborn, but he confessed after the 6th fingernail, Mok Young-won said. Demonic monk glanced at the man's shattered hands and nodded silently. The spy had claimed to be from the Righteous Alliance's Silent Strides, clearly a lie. Blue Spirit exhaled a thin line of smoke. That blind man must have planned this. He probably wanted to test you. Mok Young-won agreed, but then his eyes narrowed. Wait, the Shadow Clan wouldn't let someone enter so easily. Unless... Blue Spirit frowned. Unless what? They let him in on purpose, Mok Young-won said. If you leave a door open, you can trace the thief who enters. They wanted to see who would come for me. And at that moment, the sound of footsteps and torches filled the outside. The entire residence was surrounded, dozens of shadows moving in the dark. Blue Spirit smirked. Looks like you were right again. Meanwhile, outside the estate, the blind warrior Wei Mongqian stood quietly, leaning on his bamboo cane. His plan had worked, or so he thought. He had sent his spy to make contact with Mok Young-won, knowing the Shadow Clan would intercept. If the spy was caught, the the Shadow Clan would automatically suspect Mo Kyung-won as a traitor, a double agent of the Righteous Alliance. That was the entire plan. Wee Mengxian smiled to himself. The Shadow Clan will take care of him. I won't even need to move. But deep inside the Shadow Clan, Mo Kyung-won's expression turned cold. He knew exactly what Wee Mengxian was doing, using him as a bait for political power. As the torches outside burned brighter and the footsteps drew closer, Mo Kyung-won whispered, "Let them come. The erosion has already begun."
And that was chapter 133. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss chapter 134 when it drops. Thanks for watching.